So welcome to all of you. It's Sunday here at Namaste in beautiful Ajijic, Mexico. I am home. I got here late last night. Thrilled to be back. Of course, I feel like I never really left. I was with you here almost every day. And I just want to thank David and all of you for just holding this beautiful space. And David's going to be here for another week or so. We've got Johannes, who is going to be here, and she's going to be sharing with us, and many others. Sunday has become our unity style service, so we're going to dive into that in a moment. But I just wanted to welcome all of you and maybe initiate us with a little song that I've been practicing. In fact, I have decided that this is the most beautiful song ever. This is the most beautiful song I've ever heard. It's a James Taylor song. A lot of you are going to know it. But I think it says it all. It's beautiful because I think it speaks right to the center of what this experience is, how we live in this experience that we describe here every day. So we can use this as our opening meditation. The secret of life is enjoying the passage of time. Any fool can do it. There ain't nothing to it. Nobody knows how we got to the top of the hill. Since we're on the way back down, might as well enjoy the ride. The secret of love is opening up your heart. It's okay to be afraid. Don't let it get in your way. 'Cause everyone knows that love is the only road, yeah. And since we're only here for a while, we may as well show some style. Come on, give us a smile. Isn't it a lovely ride? Oh, sliding down, yeah, gliding down. Try not to try too hard. It's just a lovely ride. That's what it feels like here at Namaste, doesn't it? It's just a lovely ride. Well, the thing about time is time isn't really real. It's all just a point of view. How does it feel to you? Einstein said he could never understand it all. Planets spinning through space, the smile upon your face. Welcome to the human race. Isn't it a lovely ride? Oh, sliding down, yeah, gliding down. Try not to try too hard. It's just a lovely ride. Isn't it a lovely ride? Oh, sliding down, gliding down. Try not to try too hard. Try not to try too hard. It's just a lovely ride. It's just a lovely ride. It's just a lovely ride. open up your heart. Am I right or what? Is that the most beautiful song? Okay, well, it is my honor just to welcome all of you and all of you and all of you. We're all here together. Now I'm going to welcome Bethel, who is going to come in and open our service officially with the beginning prayer. Thank you, Bethel.
Hi there. For you who don't know me, my name is Bethel Barnes. Normally you see me in the little square up here and it just says Bethel Barnes because usually I'm in my nightgown Monday through Friday, and so that's why you see me as just a name and not a person. But I am a real person as far as I can tell. I brought my little cheat sheet here because I'm supposed to do the opening prayer, and of course, Spirit knows exactly what I'm supposed to say, but sometimes this body forgets. So I thought I'd write it down just in case. So let's all take a nice deep breath and listen to that inner Christ that lives within us. Because it's within the Christ that we know our meaning and our purpose. It's within the Christ that we know who we are. Dear Mother, Father God, Creator of all that is, we give thanks today for all the many blessings that you have bestowed upon us. We affirm that all things that happen to us provide us with safety and for our well-being. There are no things that happen that shouldn't happen. Everything that happens is supposed to happen. So we give thanks for that. And we know that these opportunities that come our way that we sometimes don't call opportunities, we know that those things are sent to us to help us to affirm the truth of who we are and to help us to see what is for our highest and best good. So that's being given to us every day, and we give thanks for those opportunities. We are grateful for all the love and all the peace that we share here. And we recognize the Christ in each and every one of us. And so it is. And now I would like to give you a blessing song. Now, this is a song I learned in Unity Village, and I'm going to sing it for you the first time the way I learned it. And then I'm going to show you something else. So it goes like this. May the blessings of God rest upon you. May God's peace abide in you. May God's presence illuminate your heart now and forevermore. Now that's the way I learned it. And yesterday I sang it that way from my daughter, and she said, "Oh, that's a drag. It's so slow. Can't you pep it up? Can't you do something with it?" So I thought, well, I guess I'm not as modern as I thought I was. So I'm going to sing you the first line, and I'm still working on it, but I do have the first line, and maybe after session you can come and help me develop it a little more. But it goes like this. Hey, may the blessings of God rest upon you, and you, and you, and you, and you. So blessings, blessings on all of you. Amen. And for that, my David.
All right, I am blessed, I can tell. What a treat. So Bruce is going to come up here and lead us in some singing, and
hell no, I'm not going on.
No, yeah. We have raised the level here, Bruce. Come on up. And let's see here. All right, good place to start. Thank you for this day.
This is a gratitude song. It's by Karen Drucker. It's got kind of a long intro to it, and then it's also got kind of a long coda at the end of it. So if you just kind of want to sway around a bit, that's cool. Oh, what do they want to see me for? I ain't not reading Queen. Say thank you. All right, here we go. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Do it again. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for my day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. It's wonderful, this wonderful, this wonderful, this wonderful day. This wonderful, this wonderful, this wonderful day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Wonderful, wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Say thank you. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. So grateful. So grateful. I want to say thank you. Oh, say thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah, thank you. Come on and say thank you. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you now. Thank you now. Thank you now. Thank you now. Say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Wherever.
All right. So, wow, yes, grateful, grateful, grateful. One of the things that I have been grateful for in particular has been a focus that I've experienced from James and Vicky and Teddy over these days that I've been privileged to be here and be a part of you, and that's that the awareness of this amazing presence in which we live and move and have our beings. And as they would talk about different experiences of this, there was an experience of that has very deeply touched my life. And it's the experience of a woman, her name is Patricia Graybo. And Patricia in 1980 had just gone through a very, very difficult end of marriage, and was making that effort to pick herself up. And she took her young boys with her, and they went to Europe to explore, and she wanted to show them the beauty of Europe. So they were in England, in the UK, and they were driving on a road just outside of London a little ways, when the car that she had rented, the exhaust was leaking into the passenger area, and she blacked out. And the result was an auto accident that injured the boys, which they did recover from. But it resulted in Patricia dying. To the people, the medical personnel that were there, it was clearly the end. She hadn't made it. But to Patricia, there was a very different experience. She describes being absolutely filled with a love so deep and so complete that the words begin to fail on how you describe this. Then it wasn't anything from the body, because the body had no life. And it wasn't the heart of the body, but rather being in that infinite love that was both far beyond any perception of an individual being, and yet emanating from her being as well. As she tried to put it into words, she kept calling it love to the millionth power. And she, realizing that if she let go, that it would leave her sons without their mother at this difficult time in their life. So she made the choice to return to this dimension of living. And she shared she opened her eyes, the shock that she saw on the nurse's face that was looking down at her lifeless body. Now, in that return, it was difficult. Pain, physical and emotional, and the need to re-energize and rebuild a body and a life. But so impactful and deep was that experience of that infinite love to her, that she is a good friend and we have shared often, and her experience touches me deeply. And yet it reminds me of a different experience, different in its dimension. And this is something that happened to me. Catherine and I lived in the beautiful redwood forest of the Santa Cruz Mountains, and there was a going to work. Now we worked at the same places, but because of the way life is, sometimes we'd head in different directions after work. So we had both cars. We were headed down the little one-lane road, and there's this fairly long little one-lane bridge that goes over the stream before you hit the main highway. So I pulled onto that bridge, went across it, and just as I was pulling up to the end to get off, a car pulled up to the end and stopped there, completely blocking the exit from the bridge. Well, I will confess to spacing out a time or two in my life, so I can understand that. So, I pulled up and we're just, facing each other. We've come across the bridge, and this person hadn't really entered the bridge, but just blocked the exit. I was waiting for them to move. And I waited. And I waited, and then I began to realize that this may not be what was happening. Now, it's true, I was a lawyer, but the concept of right of way from a one-lane bridge is not a difficult concept. Okay, and I was waiting there, and I'm sure, oh, this person's going to recognize. Obviously that was not happening. And as I thought that I'm of getting out of the car and going to explain to this person the simple deal of right of way, I had a sense that may not be a joyous conversation. And I also noticed that as I'm sitting there with my need to get on, ahead of me, a car behind me, kind of trapped in a world of this world is not working right. I noticed I was, well, I'll say it nicely. I was a little upset. I had some creative words to describe the being driving the car at the end, but that's another story. And so then I realized, whoa, I teach something about, not being stressed. And I know you can go to your heart and get rid of that stress. So I thought, well, before I have this conversation, maybe I should do that. And so I focused on my heart and made that journey from the head to the heart. And then what I know is you have to open the heart. So now thinking of this individual in front of me was not opening my heart. But fortunately, I was on a bridge over a stream flowing through a redwood forest. Okay, so I could look up and look at the beautiful water and go, oh, wow. When you step into that awareness sometimes of where we really are, and you just go, wow. And that appreciation, that gratitude for being in that place filled my heart. And then I took a step of asking. I just asked, what's a better response here? And amazingly enough, I got a very clear answer. Very direct, clearly filling my brain. It was back up. But there's a car, back up. I looked around. Well, the car behind me was Catherine, and we worked together pretty good. So I went ahead and motioned back, and she backed, and I backed, and the car went across the bridge, and we headed on our way. Now, having been trained as a lawyer and having a normal male ego, my concept of winning and being right is fairly significant. And it was in full charge when I had figured out the way off that bridge was forward, not back. But something happened. In that moment of opening my heart, that wasn't very important. And instead of anger and upset, I felt peace and joy. And if you've ever gone on from those confrontations in life, you know that they tend to hang on in your mind. And you tend to re-chew the meal. I didn't. I drove across that bridge and onto my day with a feeling of peace and joy. What touched me there was the same thing Patricia experienced when she let go of her body and all the filters and limitations. It's no different here than it is there. It's the same presence. It's the same love. It's the same wisdom. And it has the same goal: to love and care for us and take us forward with gentleness and purpose. And I also realize that I treasure those experiences that we've had where we touch that amazing consciousness that Patricia got to live in for those moments. But I also realize for me, finding that here is what makes the difference. And I also am so grateful because as many of you, I mean, I think of this amazing group of spiritual beings gathered here. Wow, what backgrounds, what paths we've trod, what practices we have embraced, what truths we have touched, and some we've thrown away. And yet, what I want to know, and I keep seeking in myself, is not a discipline's description of something, but that which is truly truth, which is universal, which is there for the Muslim as well as the agnostic, as us stranger kind of Christians, as this everybody. And you know what? Every one of us has this strange connector within us, our hearts. And so there was a time when I asked, is that really universal? Let me share with you from one of my favorite scriptures, the Bhagavad Gita. Now, for those who may not know this beautiful work out of the Hindu tradition, it's at the battlefield before war, and the warrior prince is named Arjuna, and Arjuna is about to go out and fight this battle, and he's looking at the armies arrayed around him, and his charioteer is Krishna, the divine incarnate there, guiding this being as the divine incarnate in you guides you. And this is what Krishna speaks to Arjuna. He says, I am the super soul, O Arjuna, seated in the hearts of all living entities. Seated in the hearts, not the big toe, the hearts of all living entities. He then goes on to explain how this presence is universal in life. He says, I am ever present to those who have realized me in every creature, seeing all life as my manifestation. They are never separated from me. How many times that idea of separation comes up in our conversations? They're never separated from me. They worship me in the hearts of all, and all their actions proceed from me. And what I realize is simple action, backing up, not clear until I had found my way to my heart. And then one of the most beautiful understandings, I dwell in their hearts, destroying with the shining lamp of knowledge the darkness born of ignorance. The darkness I believe Krishna is speaking of is that which we've called separation. And the light is that of connection, of our oneness. I had an experience just the other day of glimpsing that beautiful light. I got a chance to talk to Janet after she came back from being with the children, where meals are prepared here, and Janet has been that beautiful instrument of connecting and caring and feeding people who don't have enough. And these over 300 children. And I saw in her eyes that light. No separation. I am all creatures. I am all life. Right here, I love Patricia's experience, but Janet's is equally sacred. Back up is equally sacred. I love looking to these beautiful scriptures of the world, but I always go back to the boss. Love the Lord your God. Love your neighbor as yourself. Love one another. That's the access code to the heart. You can see it in, I was thinking of that beautiful river in the redwoods, but I look out here and see these gorgeous plants here at Namaste and the amazing faces in front of me. It's there. It's always there. And the choice, we make that choice. Okay, Janet made a choice. I made a choice. Now, Patricia's choice was a soul choice. Her conscious mind had no capacity to choose, but her soul did. And my mind goes to another choice. A young boy, he was the valedictorian of his high school class, and he was up there to, as such, he got to give this speech from a student to the students at their high school graduation, and those are usually beautiful, appreciations of teachers and possibilities in the future. But this boy told something different. He told about when he was in his first year there at that school, and he was carrying a huge load of books, and the books slipped and fell, and he had to gather them all up. And there'd been another boy coming along the sidewalk who'd seen him and came and, here, let me help you. And wow, there's a big pile, and helped him carry some of them home. And he shared that the reason he was carrying his books home that day was so when he used the gun that he had put in his drawer to end his life, his parents wouldn't have to go and empty his locker. But a simple kindness. One person with a choice just to respond to the compassion we feel for anyone in their place of struggle. It's a sacred choice. It is love. We can call it compassion or appreciation or care. It's love. It is this which is in our hearts. And every time we choose it, it is a sacred choice. And that infinite love is present in us and through us, and we can know it, experience it. Sometimes we go on and we didn't even notice what it was that lifted us, that clarified us, that moved through us and touched another being. But it's there. It's so simple to choose the love, to choose that response of your heart. And that amazing presence is right here, right now, in the simplest and most beautiful of ways. Choose your heart. Thank you, friends. And I invite you to join me as we maybe move a little deeper inside to make that choice. To just focus on our hearts. Breathe gently. Feel that amazing dynamic in the middle of your being. And know that this is the instrument of love. It's through this simple part of our body that an infinite presence can expand its touch, that we can awaken to who we really are. We're that love. And so I really invite you now to bring into your awareness anyone in your world or any need in your world. And touch it with that love. Enfolded in that love as if a mother would enfold her child. Hold it in your heart. If it's son or daughter or mother or healing need within the body, a need of material abundance or spiritual nourishment, hold it in your heart. Hold it in your heart. Hold it in love. Love to the millionth power. This is that which is whole. And it so loves and lifts us into our wholeness, whatever it is that is the goal of that beautiful soul that you are. Treasure it. And now gently, just gently send it out to our world. We're at a time of great need in humankind. A need for health. A need for gentleness and healing in our grieving. A need for connection where separation disappears between people and between this source of all. All of these things we enfold in our hearts and in our love, for this presence is here now, and its love touches and heals and makes whole. It is so, here, now. Amen. So let's celebrate that love. So Bruce and I were talking, and I realized for years we've been affirming one of the most beautiful, simple truths, and fortunately there are people who do that much better than I musically. So I'm going to turn on the Beatles and let Bruce lead you. Come on up, Bruce.
Nothing you can know that isn't known. Nothing you can sing that can't be sung. Nothing you can do, but you can learn how to play the game. Most important, it's easy. Nothing you can make that can't be made. No one you can save that can't be saved. Nothing you can do, but you can learn how to be you in time. It's easy. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love, love is all you need. Love, love, love. It's easy. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. Nothing you can know that isn't known. Nothing you can see that isn't shown. Nowhere you can be that isn't where you're meant to be. It's easy. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. All you need is love. All you need is love. Everybody. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. It's easy. Love is all you need. 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 It's easy. Love is all you need. Love is all you need. Love is all you need. Oh yeah. She loves you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She loves you. Yeah, yeah.
All right, still true, isn't it? So I'm going us to close our time with the beautiful prayer of protection, because I know not everyone knows this. I'll share the line and we'll just do it line by line. The light of God surrounds me. The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me.
The love of God enfolds me.
The power of God protects me.
The power of God protects me.
The presence of God watches over me.
The presence of God watches over me.
Wherever I am, God is.
Wherever I am, God is.
And all is well. And it is so. James, would you come close our time together?
Thank you, David.
Thank you, David. Wow, we are so blessed, aren't we? Are we blessed here at Namaste everywhere? Whether you're at home, whether you're here in Mexico, we are blessed indeed. And I am just so grateful to have this beautiful energy in life and grace and vibrancy. I love vibrancy. I love something that's vibrant and exciting, and that's what I'm feeling here. Makes me so happy to be home. So we love you. Thanks to all of you out there in Namaste land and Namaste Village and everywhere we are. What's that? Oh, of course. Well, thank you, Bruce, and thank you, Beth, and thank you, everyone. And thank you, Johannes, who and just thank you. Thank you. Gratitude. You know, that's the key, isn't it? To be grateful no matter what. And that's what we live here. So thank you, everyone. What a beautiful day. We love you so much. Namaste.
Let's go ahead and do our